Dear Heavenly God, I come to you this evening to pray for guidance as I discover more about who I am and trust in who you are. I pray to be able to see myself the way you see me. Your words say that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your words say that everything created by you is good and that nothing is to be rejected. Help me to be 100% of who you made me to be. I am made in your image. Help my eyes to see that. Give me the courage to walk in the world as my true self. Help me to be honest, truthful, real, and authentic. Kill the spirit of comparison in me. Direct me away from trying to be like anyone else. Forgive me for comparing myself and mimicking after anyone else. I know you have specific gifts and a specific purpose just for me. God, show me my gifts. Reveal to me my purpose. Make it plain, God, so I can write it on the tablets and run with it. God, as I've embarked on a journey to help others discover who they really are, please order my steps. Help me to teach others how to have confident assurance of who they are and the gifts they possess. Let me be your vessel to lead your people to more fulfilling and purposeful lives. Help them heal where they need to heal and to grow where they need to grow. As people discover who they are, I pray that it leads them to you. I pray that they'll be transformed by the renewing of their minds, just as I am. Amen.
Be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. How many times have we heard that phrase? In various circumstances, how many times have we heard that phrase? As my co-director pointed out to me, we have covered this topic before. But for me, I have had to revisit this topic again recently, and it took on a new meaning for me. Because of the situation I was in, because of the circumstances, this phrase took on a new meaning for me. At times, depending on life factors, circumstances, situations, this phrase can take on a new meaning. And for me, this time, this phrase meant, do not bend. It meant, do not conform. Do not bend just to conform. Remain true to yourself, Gloria. Do not be pressured. My name is Gloria, and welcome to another episode in the series, Sunday Spirit. I know who I am, what I have, what are my values, and I will stand by them. It is a lesson that I have learned well during my journey. Who am I? I have learned it and I embrace it. To conform loosely, and I'm not quoting, means the process where people change their beliefs, attitudes, actions, or perceptions to closely match those held by groups which they belong to, or groups that they want to belong to, or whose approval they desire. How have you been conforming? What have you been giving into just to fit in? I found this quote recently while going through a few things myself, and it is by Ralph Waldo Emerson, and I quote, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." End of quote. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. And I said, yes, I am doing something right. I gave myself a pat on the shoulder and I said, Gloria, you got this. You are doing something right. But why did I feel the need to bend? Why do I feel that desire to give in? What are some of the underlying factors over the years, because it's been a journey, that has influenced me to want to conform in quotations? Not confirm, sorry, conform in quotations. What has made me want to do this? For me personally, and I always speak from a personal perspective. I'm not a philosopher. I can only give you my own perception, my own experiences. And as I defined earlier, one thing for me was a need to fit in. That was one of my main deciding factors. The need to fit in, wanting to be part of the pack, again in quotations. And don't get me wrong, being a part of the pack is a natural instinct, both in the human and the animal world. Being a part of a pack or a group, that is a part of nature. It is instinctive and we cannot hide from it. But I had to choose a pack that appreciates me for who I am, appreciates Gloria for who she is. I had to choose a pack.
No man is an island, so they say, in a sea where tides sway and play. Yet as women we must choose our way, walking with those who let us stay true. True to the essence of our being, in fields where authenticity is freeing. Stand by me if you see what I'm seeing, a world where we need not conform or bend. Together but unique, we shape our course, drawing strength from a shared mighty source. With hearts aligned in equal force, we journey through life side by side. So let us choose our companions well, those who uplift and never quell the spirits that in us swell. For in true acceptance, we find our stride.
So I'm not saying that you're to be a loner. No man is an island. We all need people around us, but we need to choose and choose the right way. Another thing for me with regards to conforming was avoiding conflict. I'm not a person who is going to be jumping up in your face and raving about the place and, making a lot of noise and so on. That's not me. I'm not one of those persons who are going to blast and make a big deal. I'm not that person, and I choose not to be that person. But there are other ways to deal with conflict. And I've learned that there are several ways. Over the years I've learned conflict doesn't have to be noisy. Conflict doesn't have to be noisy. Conflict can be quiet. It can be standing up for what you believe in. It can be doing it your way. And I have chosen to do that. I have learned over the years that, I don't have to be a roll over and bend over person, but I can face conflict in my own way. And I can address it in my own way. Not the way that you address it is not the same way that I'm going to address it. And I may not, people might think, oh, you just give in, but I don't give in. But I do it my own way. So you don't have to conform to the way everybody else thinks conflict should be addressed. You don't have to do it. But you don't have to avoid it either, because avoiding it will not make it better. It will not make you a better person. But there are ways to deal with it. And you figure out what's best for you. What will give you that peace of mind and that peace in your heart? How are you going to deal with it? Another big factor for conformity is social norms and pressures. And we've discussed this a little bit before as well. We all know the impact of social media, and we have debated it to death, the impact that social media has on conformity, trying to fit in, doing it the way that they do it. We know we've had those issues, and we've debated it to death. But even though we have debated it to death, it still continues to be one of the major issues that affects us being true to ourselves and being real, especially in our younger audience. But, and there's always a but, do I want to stand out? Some of us don't want to stand out. Do we want to stand out? Why not? Why would I not want to stand out? I am unique. I am unique. In my own way, I'm unique. Yes, I want to stand out. Yes, I do want to stand out. But how can I be true to myself and still be a part of a tribe? How can we be unique? How can we be true to ourselves and still be part of a tribe? Simple. Be you. Be you. Be your own unique and beautiful self. And your light, your aura, will draw to you others who are like-minded. Your aura, your light, being you will draw others who are like-minded to you. And you will find your pack. Definitely find your pack if you practice that. Revel in your quirkiness. Be creative. You know me. I am me, and I love being me. And you see me once a month. I love being me. Revel in your quirkiness. Be creative. Live your dreams and not someone else.
Dreams is leading a fulfilling life that brings you happiness and unleashes your full potential. It means making deliberate choices about the way you live and becoming the best possible version of yourself.
Of course, I'm not saying that in the deference to not bend, I am going to break the law or someone else's cultural practices. No, I'm not saying that. But, and another but, another but. It comes with, we have things to resolve, and there are things that we have to conform to, and it comes with another but. Are there benefits to conformity? Are there benefits? And can they be viewed in a positive way? Of course it can. When it comes to a community, social cohesion, collaboration, cooperation within a community setting, yes, we need to conform. We have to work together, and we have to maintain stability in our society. So that is a positive to conformity. We have to work together. We have to have cohesion. We have to have collaboration on various issues that we have. Even though it may go against us sometimes, we have to choose to conform. That's a positive part of conformity. Also in the workplace, where there are certain standards and operational practices that are in place, we have to maintain. And that is another way we have a positive side to conformity. Safety. Public and personal safety in our environment. That's another issue that we have to be a positive way to conform. There are times when a structure is required. A social structure is required to maintain order, law and order, and operations in our society. A society structure is required, and those we are required to conform to for law and order. And in every society, we have to contribute to that.
Verify that we do not own the copyright of some of the videos featured in our episodes. These materials are used within the guidelines of fair use, as outlined in Section 107 of the Copyright Act, and all rights remain with the original copyright owners.
More. As the world globalizes, the population increases, and as we started emphasizing more on individualism, we realized that perhaps it's better to be different, to be unique. And this is obviously a very positive change. However, sometimes there's too much of it. There's too much of this trying to be different mindset that we sacrifice too much to be different, and sometimes it even defeats the ultimate purpose of not conforming, which is to stay true to yourself. Because if you think about it, if you're changing your opinions just to be not part of another group, you're being reactive and not active of your own solutions. You are still controlled by societal pressure. So I call this non-conforming conformity. So again, it starts off with really...
We can all contribute in our own way. We can all contribute in our uniqueness. We can all contribute and be ourselves without breaking the law, without breaking cultural practices, without stepping out there and defying what the societal guidelines are. We can do that. But still maintain our uniqueness. As a world and as a nation and as a family, we have to respect each other and our authenticity. We have to respect each other and our own authenticity.
We come into your presence seeking guidance. Help us remain true to ourselves. Grant us the courage to embrace our uniqueness. And fill us with strength and wisdom to live authentically. Amen.
We have to respect each other's mental and personal well-being as well. We have to. My journey of being true to myself is about all of the above and more. And your journey will be different from my journey. Because as I said, we're all unique in our own way. We all bring something different to the table, but do not feel the need to bend. Do not feel the need that I cannot contribute because I have to fit into what everybody else is doing. We don't have to do that because we all make up one body. We are all different parts. We all have different functions, eyes, ears, nose, mouth. We all contribute to it all in our differences. So we don't have to bend. We don't have to try to be something else that we are not, or someone else that we are not. And I've had to learn that in my journey. I've had issues where for years I tried to fit in. For years I gave in to being someone else that I was not. And I had to unlearn all of that and to find me, Gloria, deep inside of me. And I will not let go of that. I will not let go of that. I'm going to hang on to that despite all that comes at me. And it comes at us all at different times, in different ways, but do not bend. Do not bend. My sense of personal fulfillment, why would I want to give that up? Being my own person, why would I want to give that up? My sense of resilience and confidence in who I am, why would I want to give that up? My purpose, my drive, I have to embrace all of that. My sense of integrity, which is a major factor for me. I will not compromise my integrity. And as I said in my last contribution to Daughters of Shiva, no means no. No means no. My sense of integrity and self-respect, I am not going to be compromising that on the no circuit. It means that I am no longer part of the group. Hey, that's fine. We can be a part of another group that our standards meet, mesh, blend. and I can be myself freely. Because that's what we all desire, to be ourselves. And ideally, my happiness and living my best life each and every day, my joy. I will not give in, and I will not lose that in order to conform, in quotations, to bend, in quotations, and not to be my true self. I will not do that. Why? Why would I want to give up all of that to meet somebody else's standards, to bend towards somebody else's standards, to try and make myself into someone that I am not just to fit in? Why would I want to give up my joy, my happiness, my love for myself? Why would I do that? No, it's not worth it. Be you, today and always. Thank you.
Thank you for the unconditional love for me. Help me to see myself through your eyes as a beloved child who is worthy of love and respect. I ask that you fill me with your presence and help me to love myself as you love me. May I let go of any negative self-talk, self-doubt, or self-hatred, and instead embrace the person you created me to be, all of me. I pray for healing from any past hurts or trauma that have caused me to view myself in a negative light. Help me to forgive myself and others.